The Swedish schwa, the Swedish schwa, the Swedish schwa. Hi, I'm Edwin Palmer. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to my classroom. This is the 20th lesson in my video series on how to speak Swedish like a native Swede. This is free Swedish pronunciation training coming straight to you. In this lesson, I want to practice this Swedish sound, the sound, which we also call the schwa. I want to practice the schwa so that by the end of the lesson, you can name and describe this sound. More importantly, you will be able to produce the sound. Before we start practicing though, I want to give you everything you need to know about the schwa. What is a vowel? A vowel is a speech sound, which we say without constricting our vocal tract. That means that when we say a vowel, our tongues, teeth, or cheeks don't stop the sound. When we pronounce all of the vowels, our mouths stay open. So, we produce all vowels through the mouth, and they are voiced. That means we vibrate our vocal cords to make the sound. The sound is a vowel sound, and we call it the mid-central unrounded vowel. This name tells us how we physically want to make this sound. 1. Its vowel height is mid, which means we position our tongues halfway between a closed vowel, like I, and an open vowel, like A. 2. Its vowel backness is central, and that means we put our tongues halfway between a front vowel, like I, and a back vowel, like U, without creating a constriction, which would be classified as a consonant. So, the tongue is neither in the front nor in the back of our mouths when we say the schwa. 3. The schwa is unrounded, which means we're not allowed to round our lips like this. No. The lips need to stay unrounded like this. So that's why we call it the mid-central unrounded vowel. The schwa is different than the other Swedish vowel sounds because it's an alternative vowel sound. When do we use it? The schwa is an alternative sound for a short, unstressed sound, as in betala. So an alternative way of pronouncing betala is betala. In number 1, betala, I used the sound, and in the second one, betala, I used the sound, which is the schwa. Let's practice this twice more. Betala, 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 betala. Since you're probably a learner of Swedish, pay attention to how often native Swedes use the schwa. Then, it's up to you to decide how often you want to use it. So why do we use the schwa? Well, since it's the easiest vowel sound there is, I guess we just use it to keep things simple. We can use it in a word like betala. So when we can use it, we do, because it's easier to pronounce it that way. In a minute or so, we're gonna do the exercise. But before we do it, I want to remind you of 2 important things. Number 1, practice this sound in front of a mirror. Because by practicing in front of a mirror, you can check the movements of your mouth as you do the exercise. Number 2, record your own voice when you do the exercise. Because if you do, you can listen to that recording afterward And then when you listen to it, you need to keep 3 things in mind. Number 1, did you pronounce the sound correctly? And did you use the right word stress and the right intonation? Now it's time to do the exercise, and we're gonna do it a bit differently this time because we're gonna pronounce contrastive pairs. Here are 20 words, and I'm gonna pronounce these words once in pairs. All you have to do is repeat each pair after me. So let's do it. Let's go. Pair number 1. No, let's say these 2 sounds first. A. Now let's start. Betala. Betala. Befästa. Befästa. Begripa. Begripa. Design. Design. Dessert. Dessert. Detalj. Detalj. Februari. Februari. Gemensam. Gemensam. Kemist. Kemist. And the last word is generad. Generad. I'm sure you did an amazing job, and you can practice over and over again. Can you think of a word which contains the Swedish schwa? If you can, I'd love it if you wrote down that word in the comment section below this video. By now, I'm sure you're able to name, describe, and say the Swedish schwa. If you found this lesson interesting, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed to my channel. My face should pop up now or later in this video, so just click on my face and you're a subscriber. It means one tiny effort for you and huge happiness for me. So please make my day by subscribing to my channel. If this is the first video in the series you're watching, you can go back to the first lesson by clicking on the button which should pop up now or later in this video. Next Friday, I'll be back with a video on homophobia in the Afro-American community. That should be interesting. Till then, I want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, or evening, or night, or morning, and bye for now. The Swedish schwa, 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 the Swedish schwa.